Here's a detailed YouTube article on the 1951 Bentley Continental, first generation, in approximately without focusing on handling conditions. Bentley Continental 1951, the birth of a grand touring icon, first generation. The year was 1951. The world was still emerging from the shadow of World War II, and automotive manufacturers were redefining luxury, performance, and prestige. Among them stood Bentley Motors, a British marque with a reputation for elegance, craftsmanship, and understated power. That year marked a turning point in Bentley's legacy, the birth of the first-generation Bentley Continental, a model that would set new standards for the grand touring segment and forever change what a luxury performance car could be. A vision beyond the ordinary. The Bentley Continental was not just another luxury saloon. It was a statement of sophistication, speed, and exclusivity. At its core, it was the result of a collaboration between Bentley engineers and coach builders who wanted to blend performance with poise. The car that emerged was sleek, powerful, and astonishingly light for its size, a grand tourer designed to cruise across Europe in style and comfort. The Continental name was inspired by its intent, a high-speed vehicle capable of comfortably crossing the European continent. This wasn't just marketing jargon, it was a vehicle with a soul engineered for adventure and long-distance travel. Design that defined a generation. The 1951 Bentley Continental's design was nothing short of revolutionary. It was based on the Bentley R-Type, but it was given an entirely different aesthetic and body style. The primary design was handled by coach builder H.J. Mulliner, who crafted the iconic fastback bodywork that would go on to define the early Continental models. Its most distinctive feature was the sweeping rear end, an elegant, aerodynamic curve that not only enhanced performance but also gave it a futuristic and graceful silhouette. The front end featured a refined, low-slung grille flanked by rounded headlamps and a sculpted bonnet that screamed British aristocracy. Everything about this car oozed elegance, from its long, flowing lines to its understated chrome accents. The Bentley Continental wasn't about flash, it was about grace. Under the hood, power with purpose. Though refined in appearance, the Continental was a true performance machine. It was powered by a 4.6-liter inline-six engine, the same engine used in the Bentley R-Type, but tuned for greater output and performance. The goal was not outright speed, but effortless cruising power. The Continental could reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour, which was exceptional for the early 1950s, especially for a luxury car. It was capable of sustaining high speeds for long distances, ideal for the autobahns and highways of Europe. The engine was paired with a manual gearbox, and the whole vehicle was mounted on a chassis designed to support both comfort and handling. Weight reduction was key. The aluminum body saved several hundred pounds over the standard steel-bodied Bentleys. Interior. British craftsmanship at its peak. Step inside the 1951 Bentley Continental, and you enter a world of handcrafted perfection. The interior was bespoke, with each example tailored to the individual buyer's preferences. Connelly leather upholstery, polished walnut wood trim, and hand-fitted carpeting were all standard fare. The dashboard layout was a perfect blend of form and function. Every dial, switch, and knob felt deliberate. This wasn't just a car, it was a luxury lounge on wheels, capable of crossing Europe in hushed serenity. Exclusivity like no other. Only 208 Bentley R-Type Continentals were built between 1952 and 1955, making them one of the rarest and most sought-after Bentley models of all time. The first prototype, however, rolled out in 1951, signaling the beginning of a new chapter. Each vehicle was built to order, with owners choosing everything from color schemes to interior materials. This level of personalization was rare even among luxury carmakers of the time. Buyers of the Continental weren't just buying a car, they were investing in a piece of moving art. Notable owners included celebrities, royalty, and industrial magnates who appreciated the blend of subtlety and status that the Continental offered. Impact on the automotive world. The 1951 Bentley Continental had a ripple effect on both Bentley and the broader luxury car market. It redefined the Grand Tourer as not just a fast car, but a stylish and comfortable one. It inspired other carmakers to think more about long-distance comfort, lightweight construction, and tailored luxury. Moreover, the design language introduced by H.J. Mulliner would become a blueprint for future generations of Bentley and Rolls-Royce vehicles. The long, aerodynamic rear and graceful front proportions would echo in models for decades. Legacy. Still revered today. Today, the Bentley Continental R-Type, especially the 1951 pre-production example, is one of the most collectible Bentleys ever made. Its rarity, timeless design, and historical significance make it a crown jewel among vintage luxury automobiles. Collectors around the world prize these models not just for their value but for what they represent, a bygone era of hand-built elegance and pure motoring artistry. Classic car events, concours d'elegance, and high-end auctions often feature at least one example of the R-Type Continental, and it's not unusual for pristine units to command prices in the millions of dollars. Conclusion: a rolling masterpiece. The 1951 Bentley Continental was not merely a car, it was the genesis of the modern Grand Tourer. A rare combination of beauty, power, and craftsmanship, it set the standard for decades of luxury automotive innovation. Even today, when one appears on the road or at a show, it commands silence and respect. It is a reminder of an era when design, performance, and prestige were balanced in perfect harmony, a legacy that Bentley continues to honor with every new Continental that rolls off the line. So, whether you're a die-hard Bentley enthusiast, a vintage car collector, or someone who appreciates automotive history, the 1951 Bentley Continental stands tall as a true icon, the very definition of grand touring luxury. Would you like a thumbnail tagline or a voiceover script for this article?